Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation, with a showcase of some very unique silver pieces out there. And this one here is a 2.5 ounce silver round from 1969. Let's explore! Yes, indeed. This is on my new coin handmade stand from Cybercurtain Twitcher. This is the 2.5 Silver Eagles 1969 silver round. Very thick, unusual size, and but nonetheless, it is denoted not only as 2.5 ounces of silver, but also 2.5 silver eagles. And as you can see here on the back, we'll take a look at the wording here, and I'll tell you a little bit about this piece from what very little information that I've been able to research and find on it. It's very unique. You can see here it's trademarked and is redeemable at current market value at Hergamy Enterprises in Walla Walla, Washington. And apparently this was made in Washington. But you can see there the flying eagle design that we've seen reminiscent on our coinage. There are other pieces, and this is part of a greater set of about 19.25 ounces of silver. And this particular piece I bought individually without knowing that it was a part of the set. And of course, it was sold individually. There were no other pieces familiar. It was only years later that I saw it as part of a 6-piece set of medallions and medals, one shaped like an octagon and others round and bars, square and rectangular. This is only the second of the rounds. There's another larger silver piece as well in the set, but of kind of odd sizes as well. And larger sizes like 5 ounces, 1/4 ounce, and the like. And they're denoted as Silver Eagles, redeemable at current market value at Hergamy Enterprises in Walla Walla, Washington. So unique. They were essentially produced to be utilized in some sort of transaction, which is kind of fascinating to think about in that regard. The bars, they're one of them is a 1 ounce, and there's a 1/2 ounce and a 1/4 ounce, and they're denoted as 1 silver eagle, half silver eagle, and 1/4 silver eagle. And they're all dated from 1969, and I would love to get the whole set. I've seen them listed for about $900 out there, but it's certainly a unique piece of vintage silver that you don't see every day. And I know there's other channels that showcase some really cool, unique pieces. And I have some of that stuff in my collection, so I'm going to probably do more showcases like this to kind of present to you some of the unique pieces that I have, although certainly is unmatched to what else you might find out there on YouTube. But I thought that the community would be interested in seeing some vintage silver, as it were, such as this piece. This is not the best condition. As you can see, it's a little bit hazy, and it's got some wear and like to it. It came in a plastic flip, so to speak, whatever. It's a plastic. It's the closest thing I can see to a flip, but I've kind of kept it in there for all these years, but I've had it for a number of years as well. So I bought it because it was the first real thick piece of silver that I was able to find. Back when I purchased it, which was years ago, you didn't see anything. You didn't see any really thick silver out there. It just wasn't available. Usually it was 1 ounce size or smaller, and but not thick like this. And I found that appealing. I've always liked the thicker silver pieces, this is one of those. And I've had it for that amount of time. Not the best condition, but nonetheless, it's one that I found quite cool and unique, and so that's why I decided to pick it up. And it is a beautiful, lovely piece, I think. And what are your thoughts? For 1969, it's very well struck, Very nice detail. Kind of has that frosted proof-like cameo finish appeal to it. And for back then, that was you didn't see that as much. It was there, but it was somewhat rare, especially for a private mint to do it. From what I've read, this was actually produced in Washington, and like I said, that large overall set, it was out there. It's known as the Silver Eagle's Nest, and so that's what they referred to it as the Silver Eagle's Nest, which means that the box held all of these eagles, as denoted by their quote denomination: 5 silver eagles, 10 silver eagles, 1, 2.5, and half and quarter. And this particular set in that box was the nest, and so that was the label on top of the box there. But fascinating indeed, really cool. And like I said, it would be neat to get the whole set, but just to see the one I saw at the coin show, they all looked pretty nice, but it was missing one of the pieces, so I didn't bother getting it. But there it is. So hope you enjoyed this little showcase. 2.5 silver eagles, 2.5 ounces of fine silver. In fact, I don't know that the purity is listed on this particular piece. No, it does. Oh, it's 3/9 fine silver. 3/9 fine silver. So it's pure silver. And nonetheless, it's there. And I don't know the value of this particular piece, but obviously it's worth at least melt price. And probably considering the condition, my guess is it's probably not worth much more than melt. But I don't know. There may be some that may disagree and say these things may go for premium. I have not looked it up. But me being only marginally curious for that kind of thing, because I buy it to hold and collect, and because I enjoy it. I typically don't buy these things to flip or sell, but there is a market, pretty substantial and healthy market of vintage silver pieces like this that do well in the right collector's hands. So there's people that seek after this type of stuff, and so that's pretty cool. And if you like vintage silver, this is a piece that you may find enjoyable. So there you have it. Fascinating indeed. Be very curious to see what your thoughts are. Have you ever seen these kind of pieces before? Is this something that appeals to you? Do you like the thicker rounds, as it were? Do you like unique pieces? And is that something of interest for you, for me to show more things like this? I used to do this fairly regularly, but these kind of videos typically didn't get very many views. But I kind of enjoy showing pieces from the collection, the deep dive of the collection, and this is another one of those. So I may do it again regardless of the attention it may get, but let me know what your thoughts are. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.